Workplace Ethics by Marilyn M.M. DeLong. What is workplace ethics? Workplace ethics is a guideline for people to follow to make morally and ethically sound solutions and behavior while in the workplace. The importance of workplace ethics. The importance of workplace ethics are as follow: diminishing illegal risks. Workplace ethics by themselves encourage proper workplace behavior. Safety. Workplace ethics create a safe environment for workers where if issues arise, they can address them without fear of repercussions. Reputation. If a business is known for having good workplace ethics, that in itself can create a good reputation that will cause people to want to work there and support the business. Challenges to keeping an ethical environment. Many challenges can keep from having an ethical environment in the workplace, but all have the same core issue. That issue being the business requires unrealistic targets and expectations that encourage others to act unethically to meet expected standards. To have an ethical workplace environment, it takes everyone putting in the work to foster a healthy, ethical environment. Unethical workplace scenario. In this scenario, we are going to be using job discrimination as an example. While going through the hiring process, you notice that a coworker is rejecting candidates even though they qualify for the position. You notice that they are only accepting applicants based on their physical appearance. 5-step decision-making process. The 5-step decision-making process allows the user to identify a problem, identify alternatives to how to address the problem, choose an alternative, implement the decision, and then evaluate the results. The purpose of the decision-making process is to allow the user to take time and consider all avenues and decide what is the best approach given on the situation. It is best to take your time to process information than to act irrationally. 5-step decision-making process continued. Step 1. Identify the problem. A coworker is rejecting applicants not based on their qualifications but based on their appearance, which is unethical. Step 2. Identify alternatives. Alternative 1. Go to HR and discuss discrimination the employer is doing so they can take the necessary steps to investigate and take action. Alternative 2. Don't do anything as it doesn't affect you and they are still hiring people who can do the job. 5-step decision-making process continued. Step 3. Choose alternative. We are choosing alternative 1 because discrimination should never happen in the workplace and it needs to be addressed if it's happening. Step 4. Implement decision. If possible, gather evidence to show the wrongdoing the employer is doing, then go to HR and explain what is happening and why it's wrong and unethical and action needs to be taken. Evaluating results. 5. Evaluating results. Since you who reported the situation doesn't get a say on what actions are taken, there are 2 possible results, with those being 1. HR investigated the situation, saw the discrimination, and either fired the employer or doesn't allow them to hire others. 2. HR investigated the situation, decided it was inconclusive, and didn't take action. Real-world example of implementing workplace ethics. With the scenario we went over, this is unfortunately a common problem within the workplace, especially in the tech industry. In an article by CNBC, it was reported that in the software company Greenhouse's survey with 1,200 candidates, it was discovered that 34% of candidates had experienced hiring discrimination. It was also discovered that 1/5 of job seekers will change their name of applications in order to not be discriminated against. Though this was a small survey, it brings light to how businesses need to be careful with their interview process to make sure decisions are being made ethically and without bias. Key takeaways to remember. It takes everyone contributing to foster an ethical workplace environment. When facing ethical dilemmas in the workplace, follow the 5-step decision-making process to figure out what's the best course of action to take. We need to keep working to improve workplace ethics and not give up. Nothing improves when we stand idle and not advocate for change. Here is my list of sources that I used to help make my presentation. Thank you and have a good day.